It was supposed to be a night of light and laughter, families, music, candles glowing softly under the sky. But in an instant, everything changed. Gunfire ripped through the crowd, and Bondi Beach, one of the world's most peaceful places, became the scene of Australia's deadliest mass shooting in nearly 30 years. Today, you'll hear the real story of what happened, how it unfolded, and the moments no one expected, including one that might have saved lives. Stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the attack unfolded, heroism and heartbreak that defined its unanswered questions still haunting Sydney, all based on verified reporting. Bondi Beach, Sydney, normally a sun-bled stretch of sand filled with surfers and picnickers. That evening, December 14, 2025, at about 6:47 p.m., it was hosting Hanukkah by the sea. A Hanukkah celebration with families, music, children lighting the first candle of the festival. Hundreds were present, a celebration of community and light. When something unimaginable happened, witnesses reported multiple shots being fired from a nearby footbridge and surrounding areas. Loud, echoing, and seemingly endless. People who were seconds earlier laughing and eating suddenly heard bang, bang, bang after bang, 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 dozens of shots. Panic screams filled the air as people dove for cover behind picnic tables, cars, anything they could find. Chaos, confusion, and the surreal sight of one of Australia's most beloved beaches turning into a battlefield. Authorities confirmed that two gunmen opened fire on the crowd. Bodies dropped, people ran in every direction, some shielding children, some freezing in disbelief. It was clear this was coordinated, not random. Police quickly declared it a terrorist incident, saying the shooters targeted the Jewish community attending the festival. And then came the terrifying realization: more than 100 shots were fired before the situation was contained. Amid the panic came an extraordinary moment. A bystander, later identified as Ahmed Al-Ahmed, a local, saw one of the attackers reloading. Without hesitation, he ran at the gunman, tackled him from behind, and forcibly took his rifle. For a heartbeat, the shooting stopped on that patch of ground, but another shooter nearby still had a weapon, and in the chaos, Ahmed was shot, badly. Nonetheless, his brave act likely saved lives. This wasn't something police or soldiers did. It was a civilian, in the middle of a massacre, acting instinctively under fire. Responding officers did not arrive minutes later. They were already on foot patrol when the calls came in. They rushed toward the gunfire. Some were wounded. 2 police officers were shot and injured in the line of duty. Within minutes, but long minutes for those under fire, police engaged the attackers. One of the gunmen was shot dead at the scene. The other was critically wounded and taken into custody. The gunfire finally ceased. By the end of the night, officials confirmed at least 15 people were killed and dozens more wounded, including children and emergency responders. Among the victims were community leaders, families out to celebrate, an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor shielding his wife, and others whose only wish that evening was peace. Medical teams worked through the night. Blood banks ran out. Vigils began. The scene had gone from celebration to tragedy, and the city grappled with the horror of what had just occurred. Even in the darkest moments, stories of courage emerged. Ahmed Al-Ahmed tackled a gunman and was shot for his bravery. Reuters: some beachgoers dragged wounded strangers to safety. Lifeguards, trained for ocean rescues, ran toward the gunfire to aid victims. These weren't superheroes, just people making split-second decisions in a nightmare none should ever face. In the days that followed, Sydney, all of Australia, and the world asked tough questions. How could this happen in one of the safest countries on Earth? Why were critical warning signs not acted upon sooner? Should gun laws change? What about anti-Semitism and extremist influences in society? Political leaders condemn the attack as evil. Beyond comprehension, investigations continue, but for many families, answers are cold comfort. Bondi Beach will reopen, the waves will roll, the sun will set again, but this, the night of the shooting, will not be forgotten. And now, here's the question we want you to answer. When communities face violence like this, what should the path forward look like? Stricter laws, better prevention, stronger community support, something else? Tell us what you think in the comments.